So first off, the Minnesota Vikings are masters at the inopportune time news dump because they're so good at dumping big stories at like 5 p.m. on a Friday, which I'm sure makes the beat writers just batty, but also on a beautiful Sunday morning, sitting down, have some pancakes and shit with your kids, and then all of a sudden, bam! That's right, man. Either way, I'm not going to complain. Danielle Hunter is going to be in purple this season, and Danielle and the Vikings have been in a standoff about his contract basically for the last 3 off seasons, and also this season, mandatory minicamp, he was apart from the team, but did report for training camp, but did have his hold in through the first 4 practices. But today, on Sunday morning, news breaking that Danielle got paid and a compromise was made. Tom Pelissero, NFL Network, go. The Vikings and 3-time Pro Bowl pass rusher Danielle Hunter agreed to terms on a new 1-year deal worth $20 million, sources tell me in Rap Sheet. Hunter gets $17 million guaranteed and a no-tag clause, which is big. We'll get into that in a sec, with a chance to earn a big payday next March. And he's got $3 million in incentives, TBD if those are likely to be earned or not likely to be earned in terms of classification, probably likely. So the Vikings have to weather them on their cap this year. And the happiest man in Minnesota today, besides Danielle, of course, is Brian Flores. Actually, maybe Danielle's not even happy because he didn't get a long-term deal, but Flores getting Danielle in his defense, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful, man. And as of right now, in terms of edge rusher compensation, Danielle with his 1 year up to $20 million deal, we'll call them likely to be earned, so we'll just say it's 20. So in terms by average, that would tie him with Von Miller as the 8th highest paid edge rusher in the league for one season. Also gives him a chance to hit free agency, and that would leapfrog some of the newer contracts signed by guys like Alex Highsmith, as well as Uchenna Nwasu. And the thing about it is, this is a great compromise for Danielle. Number one, because it gets his compensation up for this year, and that's something that the Vikings have had to do over the last 2 off seasons because of the initial deal that he signed. It wasn't great, averaging 14.4 per year, and 2 off seasons ago, Spielman and Danielle redid his deal. Last off season, Kwesi and Danielle redid his deal. And now it's the ultimate Band-Aid. And by the way, not to toot our own horn, but earlier in this offseason, we have proposed a Band-Aid that looks kind of similar. I mean, 13-5, blah, 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 free agent, all that stuff. So I'm just saying. Kind of a genius. Also, TBD, what this will do to the Vikings salary cap details will come out, but did they add void years on it? Or are they taking it all on the chin this year? It's probably unlikely since the Vikings have around $18 million in cap space, but either way they'll work it out because and Danielle was fantastic last year in the new Donashell defense, where he was learning a brand new scheme. He was standing up for the first time in his NFL career, was healthy. The neck was an issue. The pec was an issue. Played in all 18 games, led the team in sacks, second in pressures, great against the run as well. And I think that he is going to resume his march to be one of the best edge rushers in the game. I think that he has a chance to get back to where he once belonged with the 14.5 sack seasons, because now you got Danielle in the thick THICC of his prime. He only turns 29 in October, and in the Brian Flores scheme, which, yeah. Super happy right now. I think that Danielle has a chance to really rip it up in a contract year. Also, what's big for him is the Vikings have the no tag clause, so the Vikings can't simply use the franchise tag on him next off season and deny him from another long-term deal, which I think was a sticking point for him. So now he comes in, he balls out, and he's going to get paid whether here or somewhere else. I think that's really important for him. And now it does limit the Vikings' options with Danielle in the offseason because they can't tag and trade him. I just sounded really Minnesotan there. Tag and trade him. So if Danielle does indeed leave as a free agent, the Vikings are likely only going to get a 2025 third-round compensatory pick. But that's another bridge to cross when we get there. But super happy that Danielle is going to be in purple this season, and I think that he's going to be a cornerstone piece of this defense moving forward. Plus, like we said, he's going to be super hyped up, super motivated, even more so than he already is as a professional because of contract year, and also gets himself a little bit of security that he's rightfully earned as one of the best edge rushers in the game. And now, Kwesi, work on Jefferson, work on Hawkinson, get those done. Hopefully in that order, but Anyways, your thoughts are our thoughts. Danielle Hunter signs a new revised 1-year deal up to $20 million in compensation and a no-tag clause. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.